Hello, this is Sarah Escovy. This is my performance assessment for my STEM science class. So for this assignment, I'm going to be explaining a lesson that you might use in a science class. So for this lesson, it's going to be about how plants grow and develop from a seed and beyond. So for this lesson, the question will be, how does a plant grow from a seed, and how do its physical characteristics help the plant to gain essential nutrients and grow? So the grade level that you should be using this for is grade 2. And the TEK that I chose to use was observe, record, and compare how the physical characteristic of plants help them to meet their basic needs as the stems carry water through the plant. So a little bit of background knowledge that some of the students should be able to have. I said by this age, the student should most likely know that a plant needs water and sunlight to grow. They should also know that a plant grows from a seed, but may not know the actual mechanics of what really happens or be able to visualize it in their head of how that plant grows from the seed. So that's what I hope to accomplish by doing this lesson today. So for this activity, you're gonna need just a few materials. I have them with me here today. I have 4 paper towels. Oh, and I'm doing this per student. So like 4 paper towels per student. And then also a seed. I chose a lima bean because I remember doing this assignment when I was younger in elementary school, and lima beans were really cool to watch grow because they were really big and you could really see what was going on. And also just because I know they grow fast. So I know students are very they really want to see what happens. They're not very patient a lot of the times. So we're going to work with something that grows nice and fast so students can see the results. You'll also need a plate or something that won't soak through, that can hold the lima bean. You'll need water, which I have in my sink behind me, which you cannot see. And then you'll also need a sunny place, so some source of sunlight. So the first thing that you're gonna do in this experiment or activity is you're gonna take 2 of the paper towels and you're gonna go soak them in water. So I'll just turn this. I don't know if you can see that. That is my sink. My iPad won't quite reach that far, but I will soak it. So you're gonna soak it and then make sure that you wring it out. Get all the excess water out. Not quite all, but you really don't want to drown the seed. So you're gonna open it back up. Again, this should be 2 of the paper towels, 2 of the 4. So you're gonna open it back up, kind of place it so that it's a nice small area. You're gonna set it down on your plate, as you can see. And then on top of it, you're gonna set the lima bean. And after this, what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab the other 2 paper towels and do the exact same thing. So I'm gonna do that again. So I soaked it or wringing it out so that it's not like completely wet. This is a big reason why you wanna have something that won't soak through, because if I were to use like a paper plate or something like that, then there's a very good chance of the paper plate soaking through, getting all soggy and messy, and that's not really something that you want to have. So you can use like a plastic plate, you can use something metal to hold it, a bowl. You can even probably use like a little baggie to hold it. But here I'm using a plastic plate. So I'm going to set this right on top of the bean. So our bean is completely covered. And then what we are going to do, we are going to take this and we're going to set it in a sunny place. So the reason why we are setting it in a sunny place is so that the sun can get that, or the plant can get that sunlight that it needs to grow, those essential nutrients. That's the same reason why we have the water, because we all know that plants really do need water to grow. So we have our sunlight, we have our water, and then of course our air, you know, all around us. So that carbon dioxide. I heard from one of my teachers one time that you should actually talk to your plants because the carbon dioxide is really good for them and it's really therapeutic for you. So if you want, you can give your plant a little like, good luck, you know, do well, grow please. But basically, I'll just do a little selfie version. It's not very light where, at the time of day that I'm at right now, but you can see it's set in front of a window, so it should be able to get enough sunlight. So I'm gonna come back over here. Basically, what you'll wanna do is you will want to keep it there for the whole day, and then with the class, every day you'll wanna check back on that seed or bean or whatever you used. And so you're gonna wanna check back on it. I would have the students draw what they see. Draw it, describe it, just so they know exactly what it looked like and how it changes every day. So you're gonna check back on it every day, and every single day that you check back on it, you'll also want to replace the paper towels. So you'll really want more than 4, or you could just re-soak the same ones if that works for you. But that way the plant is still getting enough water, and it's getting like nice fresh paper towels on it. And again, make sure that you record everything that you see about the plant. And teachers, I would also advise you to take some pictures. That way, sometimes the students' memories aren't super vivid, and sometimes the pictures can be a little hard to see, just because we know not everyone's an artist. But because of that, these pictures will really help. So at the end of the week or the 2 weeks or however long that you're doing this experiment, you're able to look back on those pictures and see like, here was day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and you can just really have it shown exactly what's gonna happen. So what you should get out of this experiment is you should see that the sprout of the plant, after a few days, it should start to kind of come out of its shell. And then after a while, you'll see the shell fully break open, and that sprout will turn into more like a stem, and then off of that stem will grow leaves. And those leaves will be soaking up all the carbon dioxide in the air, helping it grow bigger and stronger, as well as the water helping it gain essential nutrients, and the sunlight through photosynthesis. Yeah, so then after a few days or a couple weeks, once you think that it's big enough, you can always take it, plant it outside or in a pot or something like that. And really, it's just a great experience for students to have, to show them exactly what happens, how, like in a plant's growth, how they get from seed to flower or seed to tree, or really whatever you're going for. Like I said, mine's gonna be a lima bean. I'm not the best at growing plants, so most it'll probably go is to like a really big stem, maybe grow a couple beans, but it's a really great experiment for students to be able to see the life cycle of a plant. All right, so that's my presentation.